the one thing he's got to get himself healthy again. Obviously, it was a shot to us to lose him to injury. But it's going to be up to Evan. Evan's at a critical time in his career. It's great that he signed this new contract for him, but I think with that comes a lot of responsibility, and he's got. I need him to feel that. I need him to know that a lot of guys are counting on him, but he's got to count on other guys too. He's got to count on the snap on the hold to be where it needs to be. But I have a high degree of confidence in that he'll get back to where he was, and we'll be good to go.
What about his health? In your conversations with Evan, how's that coming along?
Well, I think he's fine now. I think he's healthy and feels well. But it's something I've got to try to research a little bit too, with the difference in the way we kick off now. The kicks are a little different on kickoff. We kick off probably a little more, although they may not be full swings in practice. But did that have some role to play in injury? Was it an overuse thing? I just think from his standpoint, a couple times this has happened to him. Happened his rookie year, we end up missing a game at the end of the year, his rookie year. But he's got to find a way to get himself strong and healthy and prove that he can make it through the whole season.
Go ahead. How much do you attribute to some of the struggles that Evan had to trust? Just trusting that it's going to be right, and knowing the confidence and to go up there and just go. And we talked about a little bit in the middle of the season, but did you feel like, looking back on it, that was a big part of it, or?
Like I said, there are three moving parts, and if part A is not right and part B is not right, then his part C, makes it a struggle. And if it happens continuously over time, then I think it does make you start to question things a little bit. I think that's the struggle that all these guys have to deal with, is they all got to rely on each other, and he's the guy at the end of the line. But the portion that does need to be true is when the A and B are correct, then C's got to be correct too. And that's his responsibility. So again, I think the more time on task these guys have together, I think that'll come together. I think it'll come together fine. Just need to get it rectified.
Yeah. There's the thought of bringing in another kicker just in case something happens to Evan, or just to push him a little bit in camp. Does that cross your mind?
I think anytime you have competition at a position, whatever level you want to deem it competition, is good for everybody. To have somebody looking over your shoulder, I think it brings out the best in anybody. So there's two parts to that. Like I said, I think competition is good, but I also want him to get as many reps as he can possibly get with these two other guys, with Cal and with Ryan. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. It's certainly something to think about, but in the end, I don't want that to affect our confidence in him either. Sometimes that shows a lack of confidence. But I think he has the ability to get it done. We just got to get it out of him.
Do you think he's still? I'm sure you've talked to him. Still the normal confident Evan?
I don't think that ever really got affected with him. He's very good at compartmentalizing his emotions and feelings a bit, I think, and I think that's what makes him unique. And I think he dealt with a lot the whole season, probably more than what he's dealt with at any point. And I think he, in the end, I think we got to just make it better. We got to make his job a little easier.